Okay, I want you just to watch what's going to happen when I do this step. In order to add something to a sheet, adding something is super easy. I just go over here in my project browser and I click on what I want to add, like my floor plan. I grab it and I drag it over. Don't do this step yet. I just want to show you what happens. Don't do this step to see what happens. If I drop it in here and I scroll out, notice that my floor plan is way too small. I have these extra little junks on the outside. This is my little title block. It's way down there. This is totally the wrong size. I'm going to hit Control Z to get rid of that step because that was not set at the correct size at all. I want you to fix yours to begin with. So go to your floor plan and we're going to start setting this up correctly. If you scroll out, you'll notice you still have all these little bits on the outside. I want you to take these little outside bits and click on one of the right click on one of these, and I want you to say hide in view category. I want to get rid of those. We don't want those on there. Now the next thing I want you to do is click on show crop region. Since I got rid of those outside parts, your crop region needs to be this size. If yours is bigger, you can just grab the little blue buttons and bring it in like this so that it's the right size there. Now I remember when I tried to put it on my sheet, the scale was much too small. So I need to adjust my scale. You can adjust that in two places. Notice I'm not clicked on anything here, and it says floor plan over here. If you're clicked on something like a wall, you want to click off of it so that it says floor plan. And you'll notice that if I click right here on floor plans, it says a scale here and it says a scale here. You can change this in either location. I kind of like to do it down here. If I go up on this scale, I'm going to make my picture larger on the sheet. Remember, up is larger. I'm currently at 1/8 equals 1, this one, and I want to make it bigger. So I'm going to go ahead and go up to 1/2 equals 1. When you're making your own houses and things, you'll have to experiment with this a little. And if you can't remember which way to go to make it bigger, just try one direction. If it doesn't work, try the other. But we're going to change it to 1/2 equals 1. What appeared to happen here is that my writing got smaller, and it got smaller because it's in scale to this. Proportionally, it got smaller. So I'm going to scroll in. And I want to go ahead and turn the crop region back off. So I'm not looking at that. Actually, I'm going to leave it on for a second. I want to go in and move these into my picture. Because right now, this is going to look very odd with these so far away now. So I'm going to click on one and use the little blue button. Oh, not the blue button. Click on one and not the blue button, but just out here. And I'm going to move it in some. So that proportionally, it looks a lot better to my building. That looks good right there. Now I want to once again move my crop region in some so that I'm pretty tight on my building, about like this. Okay, that's looking a lot better. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn my crop region off. Now I'm going to try putting this on my sheet again. Let's see if it looks better. So I'm going to go to my sheet, and remember there's nothing there yet. On my sheet, I'm going to take my floor plan, drag, drop, and there, when I click, it's going to drop it in there wherever I clicked. I'm going to go ahead and get it kind of centered before I click it. Notice it made it really nice in the middle. If I didn't do all those steps before, I'd have to change them now. Notice it's added my nice little title block here, and it's put the correct scale on here over here. I can go in and change those later. This one was on shaded. Let's go back to the floor plan and try changing this to realistic. And now look at your sheet. Notice it changed so that your sheet matches what you have on your floor plan. Any changes I make on the floor plan automatically changes over here. A couple of notes about this. One, our picture should never be touching the edge. This I would definitely take off of because our picture should never cross our title block lines. It should always be where it's not touching. This little line like here, right here, can also be adjusted. If you didn't get everything set to begin with, this is going to be the wrong size or off the page. If I don't have anything clicked, and I click once on here, I can take and move this line around. It should be kind of close to my picture like that. If I click on here twice, now I can get in and adjust my picture. I'm going to hit escape to get out of there. I'm going to click out here on the side. Clicking out here on the side on nothing always seems to reset everything. If I click right here with this box, now I have the little dots on the end of this line, and I can change the length of it. I do want it to be roughly this size, but I can adjust the size if it was wrong to begin with. Again, clicking out here on nothing takes you off of that. So to change the size of this line, you click on the box, and then you can change it. Clicking on here unselects everything, and clicking on here, you can move this around. I generally always forget which one does which, and then I just try them back and forth till it starts working. Okay, that's it for putting something on a sheet.